Chat room. Hi, Wade. Oh, he's connecting the audio. Hi, Wade. Um, I was starting my simulcast on YouTube, and I just want to make a quick announcement. Today is April 18th. We're doing a simulcast with YouTube right now. It's Wade Hawkins and Donald G. I don't know if you guys want me to go by your real names, but it's not like it's not a politically charged show in the sense we're not going to say anything ridiculous. But anyways, I thank you for joining me, Wade and Don. Are you feeling better, Wade? It was just yesterday. It was a mishap, and Blog Talk Radio keeps their engineering system keeps getting wrecked. It's not working properly, but they gave me a 1 month discount. But now I'm not sure what to do anymore because I generally can only do the show once a month. So I'll start off with the two main topics, and then we can talk about whatever we want to talk about. Um, so as you guys know, this week Israel and Iran are in a kind of like an exchange combat situation. Iran launched at least 300 missiles and rockets to Israel because the Israel, even though they don't claim it, possibly killed 7 Iranian Revolutionary Guards, their top-notch military, in a building in Damascus, Syria, and Iran retaliated. And most of the Western allies stopped those missiles from landing, even though a few did. And then the other topic tonight is they're interviewing jurors in the Trump trial, and they've interviewed like 6 jurors who didn't they did not participate. They had a very intelligent woman on there in cybersecurity who said she didn't participate because she couldn't be gone from work that long. And then they had another New Yorker, I'd say around 60, who said that he does satirical comedy and he uses Trump in his work, so he cannot honestly be on the panel of the jurors when he has that kind of profession. Oh, Don's muted again. So, Don, can you unmute yourself? There, I clicked a button. So, Wade, what's on your? I'll have you go first, Wade, until Don gets his mic open. What's on your mind this week, Wade, in the national public? Yeah, I don't think the extreme version is really the healthy one because Israel has a right to defend himself, but on the other hand, they shouldn't have killed 23,000 civilians in 1 month. Well, from a religious point of view, does your church support Israel because they're the father of Abraham and the Israel nation? It's okay if you don't if you want to stand in a moderate position. I'm not mocking you. It's just that the only thing I'm concerned about is Iran is a very powerful, rich country that has a lot of arms. They have tons of soldiers, tons of it's a huge population. They have arms, And if they commit ground troops, then it is going to be a full scale war. So, and I think, yeah. Oh, they fully support the Hezbollah, and the Hezbollah operate in Lebanon, Syria, and Palestine. So Iran is the sole supporter. Then they've also caused problems in other countries like Yemen. Don, are you with us yet? Okay, we're gonna stay on this. We're only gonna. Oh, Don says hi, Wade. We're only gonna stay on this topic 5 minutes, because we don't have John here, and Suzette was supposed to come, and I talked to her on the phone today, but somehow she couldn't make it. Maybe I don't know what the deal is. Okay, go ahead, Don. So like Jordan is sandwiched between Israel and Iran, and Lebanon has border wars with Israel. But I read the other day there's 23,000 people evacuated out of a border town in Israel. Nobody lives there anymore. Why? What do you mean by that? Are you talking on the border of Palestine? Well, did you know that like a week and a half ago they let a big shipment of human aid in there and six volunteer humanitarians got killed? Well, that's terrible. See, I don't watch CNN because I don't have a TV. I listen to NPR and I listen to headline news on Instagram and the internet. So sometimes I don't get the details sometimes. Wait, I actually watched Fox News today when they were interviewing jurors. They didn't taint it at all towards Donald Trump. I don't Do you guys know if Fox News is endorsing Trump this year indirectly? Well, I this they seem very neutral today when they were talking about jurors and interviewing jurors. They were very neutral, like a regular news channel. Wait, what wait, Don, what did you mean by that? Because Wade's right. The top 3, anchor, like ABC, CBS, and MSNBC are all left-leaning. Well, Wade, did you know Donald Trump has a new platform, like his own Twitter? It's called Truth Social. Well, did you guys know that, 3 times regarding this hush money trial, Trump has violated the gag order? One time, one of his colleagues did, the one who's had to go to jail for him, Mike somebody. But the legal system is tracking what he says on there, so it's kind of dangerous for him to be too open and vocal on there. You know, you know what I can't figure out, you guys? Okay, it's been 7 years since Donald Trump, 8 years since Trump ran the first time, and the beginning of 2016. Now it's almost halfway through 2024. Like, why did it take so long to bring this stuff to court? Question number one. And question number two, why is it the petty crap? Like, Stormy Daniels is kind of like, uh, that whole, like Don said, it is relevant because he used campaign money, but still, it's kind of like the dirty, dirty politics. Are you guys talking about private real estate or something? Okay, that's fine. Keep talking. So, how did you guys get into that conversation? I heard something different. I heard that because it's property, they can fund money like cash money based on property. You have to do it a different way. Like they can't make it liquid if he's trying to put up his property as a collateral. Yeah, that was the issue. But I heard that for some reason with property, it's not that easy. Like he'd have to choose another path. But that was over 3 weeks ago, so I don't know the current state. You're on the wait till Wade's done talking. Wait, John Yoder's on the air. Wade, could you repeat your last sentence? I got distracted. I know what Donald Trump is worth. The 12th spot on my Plenty of Fish dating app. Okay, John, can you hear Wade?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So we got Wade, Don, Gallimore, and Jane in the house. I talked to Suzette, and she was supposed to come, and she's not here.
Yes. Well, they're doing all this stuff because they're afraid. They fear Donald Trump. I think in the current case for the Stormy Daniels is like 34 felonies. Now I understand if he spent some money on whatever the porn star and it went out of the wrong fund, so we got maybe a couple misdemeanors and if you want to try to stretch it for the first time in the history of the world, just for him, we're going to do a felony because we just hate the things he tweets. I could kind of almost see that, but 34. What did he do? Like, are you going back to his library notebook he didn't turn in, and he crossed a jaywalk and throwing all that in there? What can you add to that? It's just It's ridiculous, and we know it's ridiculous.
Wade, don't take your clothes off. You're on video. I'm just joking. You know, like I saw you. I was trying to wave at you. Okay.
It would be better ratings if you did, though.
We're on Zoom and no one can see us but each other, but I'm simulcasting on YouTube, and the only thing people can see is my mugshot. So I was just letting you know you're on. I can see your face. Hi, Wade. So okay, John, could you repeat your last sentence before I have another glitch?
Oh yeah, just I understand procedure and charging him in the Stormy Daniels case with, say, a couple misdemeanors, maybe a misappropriation of funds, or and then maybe stretch it to one felony just because maybe exceeded a certain limit. But the point is, 34 counts, 34 felony counts, never ever been done before, and they're just going to it. They fear him, so they're going to all attempts, every possible angle. They're coming at him strong just to get him out of the way. It's so very obvious. They don't do this with any other person, and they didn't care when he was in real estate years ago. They could have gone after him, but why? Because it's political. So it's just kind of a joke right now. And
I just want to keep in mind we only have 20 minutes left, so we have to talk in short phrases. John, I agree with you regarding the E. Jean Carroll case. This case seems to be handled a little more professionally, so only time will tell. But like,
why 34 counts?
I was talking to Wade and Don about the fact that it's a 7-year-old. When the Stormy Daniels story came out, it came out in 2016 or 2017, so it's an old story.
Right, but that's what the charges are. So here's the point. So they took misappropriated money, let's say, and they paid someone off who was supposed to be quiet but didn't. But the point is, so you took it out of the wrong fund. It's misrepresented. Fine, you got one charge, two charges. Where's all this other stuff? They're just coming up with all kinds of ways because it's just old school. Like a torn feather.
Just a minute, John. You have an answer. I muted you so Don can talk.
Oh, good.
Don, can you define the illegal? Like, she spanked him with a magazine. Illegal. I honestly didn't think he would run for president, and it's strange that he chose his early 70s to start. But wait.
Oh, inhumane, right? Like really, like it's terrible, bad, evil stuff, right? Are you talking about Joe Biden? Are you talking about the Clintons? They all do it. They didn't care when he was a real estate TV celebrity.
No, because he wasn't a threat.
They all do but
make sure you guys let Wade. Make sure you guys let Wade talk too.
Jesse Jackson loved him. All the brothers loved him. You see the picture. He was getting awards for his community activism and helping people. And the same thing, we're working with black athletes. He started the USFL Football League. He was majorly involved with all the fights, with all the brothers fighting. They all loved him.
Nobody's
Trump.
no.
Oprah loved Trump until 2016. He said, "I'm running for around that time he was going to run for president." And suddenly, as a Republican, if he ran as a Democrat, they would have kept their mouth shut. It's 100% political. And we're finding about Oprah.
Okay, 1 minute.
And Weinstein and all these people. Why aren't they jumping on Oprah and all the sex trafficking stuff? Nobody cares. You don't care, Don.
I think
you don't care about Harris the border. You could give a rip about it.
Wait a minute. Stop a sec. We only have 10 minutes left. We're all going to take turns, and I will address John's last comment. Nobody's questioning that Trump tried to help the black community. All Don said is he's on the hot seat right now. Somehow he got there through all this litigation process. We haven't seen any results from all this litigation process, and maybe we will, and maybe we won't by November. But I would like Wade to comment now because we only have 10 minutes left. We have to take turns. It's a Zoom platform. Go ahead. Just let him finish because he's. We all have to take turns in this short format. Jeez. I'm gonna be okay. We have 6 minutes left. 2 minutes for Don. 2 to 3 minutes for John, and 2 for Wade.
Oh, well, if you're talking about fascism, you mean censoring and monitoring people and cutting their Facebook posts. If I say something about Trump, I get blacklisted. I get shut down. Joe Biden is the most fascist president we've ever had next to Obama. He has his policies. They shut down anyone that's conservative, and you know it. That's how come all these liberal, all the trans stuff's coming out, is they let it happen. And they don't. And if you go against that, you get arrested, you get fined, you get just like at January 6th, they arrested people and gave them no bail, put them in solitary, had them sit for 2 or 3 years. People committing suicide. Meanwhile, people blow up cities, and celebrities are paying to get them out. No one sits in jail for that side. Nobody. So about fascism, Donald Trump was a dictator. He was actually the coolest dude to work with. He will answer any question. He gets off of his plane, his helicopter. He talks to the press. Joe Biden does an interview like once every 5 years. And when he does, he's bunkered down. He gives stage answers. The reporters have even stated they're given a list of the exact questions to ask, and they're not allowed to improvise. Trump will talk to anyone anytime. He doesn't censor anyone. He believes in freedom. It's just what they do is they throw out Nazi and fascist and racist. Those are the dog whistles that now he's that because they say it, but he's actually not. He's more of a friend of black people. He dated black people. Joe Biden is a racist. Just look up his history. He used to talk about the basically the criminal element of black people.
Well, back then Clinton made a tough universal law against incarceration. They were adaptive to the signs of the times, and people like Paul Wellstone, Biden, even some really liberal people voted for the sacredness of marriage. We only have 3 minutes left, so everyone do a brief conclusion. 3 minutes and 36 seconds. So I think you have to kind of look at the sign of the times. I don't think Biden was outwardly racist. He came from a blue-collar town in Delaware.
Well, next time I will send you a list of his statements, and you can talk. He's in favor of all with the Jim Crow laws, and he used to be also with the KKK members. So there's a history on it. We'll do a show on that next time. It'll be a wonderful show.
Okay, let's.
You'll get censored and blocked by Facebook or whoever else when you do it.
Blog Talk Radio doesn't censor us. Trust me. Go ahead, Donald Gallimore. Wait, Donald. I'm not a Karen. Wade's turn.
Okay, so you just call it Jane.
I'm not a Karen. I'm not a Karen, brother. Now it's Wade's turn.
Call this racist. All of us, we're white. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Wade. That was Don's wife. Go ahead. Pat, did you want to say something? We have 90 seconds left. Okay, Don, the next time we're going to do. I know you guys, next time we're doing. Pat, BTR has been down twice in the last month, and I work overnight, so it's hard for me to schedule on BTR because they only let us do it after 10:30 at night. So here's the deal. Next time I'll schedule it on BTR. If it doesn't work, everyone has to be on time for Zoom. You can't come in at 5 minutes to 9 and want to talk for 30, right, John? I know because I tried to schedule it at 9 o'clock on Zoom and I couldn't. I had to make it for 8:30. I had to make it super early. Okay. Thank I might buy it. You never know, but thank you, Pat. Now we have 26 seconds left, so I'm I'm just gonna say vote for RFK Jr. Thank you very much. What else? Go ahead, John.
White, and you're white, and Don says that we're all racist because we're white. Because of the color of our skin, we're racist. He just called us all racist.
Okay, vote for Clark.
You never ask him for an apology unless you are racist, right, Jane?
John, the show ended, but I was gonna say Cornell West. I'll vote for him instead.
Well, but here's the thing. See, you're wrong to say racist stuff like that, and then
I said it as a joke because Don was saying all white people are racist anyway.
That's what I'm saying. He said it, and you don't clamp down on that.
I do sometimes.
And it's all cool. It doesn't matter because of the color of my skin. I identify as a black man, right?
Okay.
You let it slide because he's black. You don't shut it down.
I do too, but the Zoom meeting ended and I couldn't say anything else.
He always says that. He always says.
Okay, can I tell you something, John?
Yeah.
Do you remember the last thing that Don shouted right before the show ended?
I couldn't hear anything after he said that.
He said, "You're not white, John. I'm not referring to you."
Well, I am white. You're white, so you're racist. And Way's white. He's the most non-racist person I know. Don is the most racist person I know.
I know, and he always says blacks are superior. It's not like we would.
And then he says Donald Trump is a dictator, and then
everyone like Wade is a very good person for the show because he keeps people in the middle. He said that Donald Trump was joking, and Don said no, he wasn't. Everyone knows he was joking to a certain extent, but Donald Trump was trying to make a point about the border when he said it. So I'm going to let it. I didn't have time to fight Don back. We've been on Zoom since 8:30, and everything was calm and beautiful. And I don't want to say
because no one will step into Don's space, and I do because I will say my opinion. Wade's very diplomatic, and Don.
I'm not going to do it with his wife on Zoom. I'll sure tell you that much. I know Don. It's just like if you step up to him, he's going to start saying how stupid we are and how blah blah blah. It's just, I do try to shut it down. I have before. When Bianchi was on the show, one time he spent 30 minutes trying to shut Don down. And Don was saying, "We built this country," and Bianchi would say, "What did you build?" Now, unfortunately, my YouTube stream ends in 13 seconds. So, what do you want to say about that? What would you like to say?
I say the only hope for this world is God's love. Big hug to everybody, including my black brothers and sisters.
Good. Well, I'm glad that you got your storage cleared out, and next week we're not going to have any problems on the. If hopefully BTR won't give us problems, okay?
Oh, it'll be fun.
All right, God bless you and have a good night. Bye-bye.
God bless you.
Bye.
Bye.